Hmm. Good morning.
Hi, Jack. Good morning.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Not too bad. I'm just going to print my questions and we'll wait for Kristen and then
One
we'll
moment.
go.
I'm having some trouble with the audio. Just give me one moment.
Morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Morning. Just give me one moment.
Hey, Jack.
Hey there. Actually, I don't need to, there's only 3 questions. I think I got them. So, did my video stop?
Mine, I think, is stopped. I'm just trying to
Oh, okay.
my
No, I
background
see
setup.
2 of me. One is actually me and one's a still photo of me.
That's actually me.
Oh, okay. So you're going to hide when it counts and then you will not be part of the video, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I actually hear you fine. Is your problem is that you're not hearing us that well?
Yeah. So now I think it's a little better. But if you can confirm if my audio is okay, I think we should be good to go.
Yes,
And
okay.
yeah. And what I could also do is set up like a virtual background if you think that would be okay. What do you recommend?
Yeah, go for it. We have a
Okay.
little time, so
Okay.
and you go by Yash, right?
Yes.
That's the first syllable, and your last name is pronounced Madhusudan.
Madhusudan.
Okay,
Madhusudan, yes.
just like it sounds. Just like it sounds. Genius. Just
Right.
like it looks.
Just give me 1 second.
Kristen, do you know if there's a way to adjust the zoom on this? Because I am like super cramped right now. I'd like to be able to back up, but as you can see in the upper corner, I can still see some of my green background. Is there a way to,
That
zoom?
would, yeah, be on your end with your laptop, not Zoom.
Okay, how do I do it?
So you could just move your laptop slightly towards you.
Yeah, if I move it, I'm touching the wall. I mean, it's,
Well, then, I have to say, Jack, I wouldn't have noticed that unless you pointed it out. So,
okay. No, I just
Seems
don't
fine.
feel comfortable.
because it does look like a tree branch. So
Oh,
I
okay.
think
I
that
see.
looks fine. Yeah. So smooth move.
Yeah.
Is that what we call camouflage?
Let's hope that doesn't happen. Yeah. Okay, I look like a tomato again, so I'm going to kill my lights and hopefully that'll make it better. I'm not sure why, Yaz, but whenever I go on one of these screens, I look like a cherry tomato. So, but it's just,
I guess everyone feels that. I think everyone feels that way. I think it's the lighting is just, it's either too close or too far.
yeah, so something like that. So anyway, what we'll do, there are 3 questions and we can do them, a couple, 3 times. If you think the first one is perfect, then we don't need to do it 3 times, but we'll do it until, you're happy with how it comes out. And then, what we can do, since there are 3 questions and 3 sets, we can either do the first question 3 times, and then go to the second question 3 times, then the third question 3 times, or we can do all 3 and then all 3 again, and then all 3 again. Do you have a preference?
I think doing all 3, 3 times is probably a better way. It just sort of kills the monotony.
Yeah, I agree. It does make it seem a little bit more like a conversation. So,
Right.
So Kristen, can you disappear?
Yes, I'm going to. So actually, I'm going to leave, Jack, because you and I came in as Andrea. So I think my box is going to show up unless you
Okay.
make it disappear. So you guys are all set. The recording looks great. The 2 of you are great. Jack, I would take your monitor and either turn down the lighting slightly because you have a reflection on your glasses. If you can
Okay.
monitor, you do the brightness, or just tilt the screen slightly so the glare isn't as prominent.
Tilt the screen slightly? What do you mean tilt the screen?
Maybe just pull the top of your screen towards you. Is it a monitor or is it a laptop?
It's an external monitor.
Okay. So sometimes on your keyboard, you can adjust the brightness and that may reduce the glare slightly.
Yeah, I don't look good without glasses. Yeah, I see what you mean. Now that you've pointed it out, I'm not sure what I can do about it. I mean, if I go further away, the glare is just not stopping. Huh.
Just tilt your head down. Yeah.
Yeah, I just have to remember not to lift my head during the conversation we have.
Yeah,
so.
you brought your A game. We need a little adjusting here, but you look fabulous. Look, he's got his
Thanks so
logo
much.
on his shirt, Jack, too. He's one-upping you, which we of course we like as from our partners. So you 2 are great. What I would ask is when you're done with one take, just pause for a few seconds. Jack knows this. It makes the editing a lot easier. And we'll, of course, just pick the one that you're the most comfortable with. And I think that's good. I think.
Okay, well, we might nail it. I mean, if we're both happy with the first take, sometimes the first take's the best, we'll see how that all works out. Man, that glare is interesting, huh? Let me see if no, it's not coming from my laptop. It's actually coming.
It's not that distracting, Jack. It's fine. I think the most important thing is the content. The audio is crisp and, that you both come across as authentic. So no, that definitely not.
No. This looks straight out of a scary movie.
Well, it is the season, right?
Yeah, it is.
You're fine.
Did I just disappear on you guys?
For a second you did. Yeah, you looked like you're in the witness protection program.
So, okay, anyway. So why don't we, Kristen, then if you want to drop off.
I am going to drop off. So good luck. And again, Yash, thank you so much for everything. you do for us. We're really excited about the conference. So good luck to you, gentlemen.
Okay, thanks, Kristen.
Thanks, Andrea. Bye.
All righty, so I'll give a brief introduction and then I'll, tell a little bit about the conference. I mentioned that I'm chatting with you and then we'll get into the questions if that sounds good.
Sounds good.
Okay, Katie, if you're watching, here we go. I'll do my best to look down a little bit. Does that look okay? I noticed,
yeah.
Wow, that is distracting as heck now that I know about it. So anyway, we're going to start in a few seconds. Okay, good morning, everybody. My name is Jack McCullough. I am the founder and president of the CFO Leadership Council, and I wanted to chat with you about the CFO Masterclass with which we are partnering with MIT Sloan. That's taking place on November 11th, 12th, and 13th, and it'll be virtual. It's going to be a fantastic event. And I'm really happy today to be talking to one of our strategic partners for the event, Yash Madhusadan, who is the president and founder of Fyle. Good morning.
Morning, Jack. You mind if we do the last part once again?
Yeah, your name?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it wrong. So, okay. So, anyway.
You could just say Yash from Fyle. Otherwise, I think, that'll make it, short and crisp.
Okay, sure. So,
and in terms of this one, you could, we typically don't use the title president. You could just say co-founder and CEO. I think that should be simple.
Co-founder and CEO?
Yeah.
That's why we're doing it. Okay, let's rock and roll. So, good morning, everybody. This is Jack McCullough. I am the president and founder of the CFO Leadership Council, and we're here to talk today a little about the CFO Masterclass, which is coming up on November 11th, 12th, and 13th. We are once again partnering with MIT Sloan, and we've got a fantastic virtual conference coming for you. I'm here this morning to talk with Yash, who's the co-founder and CEO of Fyle. Yash, good morning.
Good morning, Jack. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Doing well.
Where are you calling in from this morning?
I'm based out of Bangalore, India.
Ah, wonderful. I'm in Massachusetts. So anyway, before we talk a little about the conference, I'd like to get a little background. What motivated you to start Fyle?
Again, great question, Jack. Fyle is essentially an intelligent expense management software company. And you could say that it was born out of trying to address a personal frustration in terms of spending too much time, too much effort. And it was one of those things that, as a salesperson, you always had to do, but you never really found enough time for it. At the same time, we felt that as CFOs, a disproportionate amount of time was being spent on this process with all the manual work and the inefficiencies, as a result of it. And we wanted to build something that would be a standard for this generation, as opposed to looking at this as a problem that's something that we inherited from the past. So that's what prompted us to sort of start Fyle.
That's great. And, one of the reasons we wanted to partner with you on the Masterclass is that you've had great success in helping CFOs. Obviously, in the current environment, CFOs and their teams are, facing the greatest challenges of their career. So I'm curious how Fyle is helping CFOs and their teams face those challenges.
It's interesting you mentioned that. I think the role of a CFO is always challenging, particularly so in these times. And the reason I say that is the CFO and not just the CFO, the CFO office has to deal with three sort of timelines, right? One is they wear the role of the accounting, office, which is dealing with past, compliance, which is making sure that things are perfect for the future, and all of this doing it in a manner that brings a great amount of satisfaction and great amount of and managing business processes for the present, right? So it's almost managing three different timelines, and especially now, I also feel that overwork is a great challenge that CFO and CFO office has to deal with. And the other aspect of this challenge, which actually results in overwork, is the amount of manual work that happens in various processes. So Fyle essentially helps not just the CFO, but the CFO's office to reduce the amount of manual work that goes into tasks that can be completely automated. And managing employee spend is one of those tasks that can be completely, automated. And that's how we help companies improve finance productivity, help them achieve faster compliance by eliminating manual work, and all this in a manner that brings in an enormous amount of employee delight. And yeah, and that is something that we feel can help CFOs and the CFO's office focus on more strategic, forward-looking aspects of their job, as opposed to dealing with tasks that can potentially be completely automated.
Well, that's fantastic. I think CFOs must be, thrilled with having that available to them. So, and then I'm wondering, what are you planning on talking about at the conference? I know you've got a couple of different roles there.
Right. So one thing which I'm really excited about talking is, a panel discussion where we're talking about navigating successful business and digital transformation businesses. And I'm going to be moderating session with some very, very eminent CFOs. I'm really looking forward to that. And we're also doing a couple of workshops where we hope to sort of bring in a perspective about how automation can help in real-time fraud detection, achieving real-time compliance. And one challenge that we've heard CFOs and controllers talk about many times is automating the entire corporate credit card spend and reconciling that spend with their accounting and closing books on time. So we're going to be doing a workshop on automating credit card reconciliation process as well. So these are three.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. Yeah, that's going to be great. I mean, I like the idea of the workshops because it can be really interactive, and the panel discussions are good too, but this is a real chance for our audience members to ask experts like you direct questions. So anyway, so Yash, thanks for your time this morning. Looking forward to seeing you at the conference on November 11th, 12th, and 13th. Again, this is Jack McCullough, and the CFO Masterclass is coming soon. We'll see you then. Thanks.
Thanks for having me, Jack.
Did you happy with that? You want to go through another one?
I think I think we could do another take.
Okay. Yeah, we can. I've got 45 minutes, so we can do 6 more takes.
Yeah.
That's what it takes. I do have to 7:30. My time. I do need to leave and pick up my kids. So, but okay. So let's. I'm gonna have a little bit of water, and then okay. So let's do another take. I did speak over you towards the end. I'll try to shut up better this time, but
No, that's fine. That's fine.
cool. Okay, so I'm going to, I'll start in about 10 seconds. I'll do a backwards count when I get to 5.
Okay.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. This is Jack McCullough. I'm the founder and president of the CFO Master. Gosh, okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi, everybody. This is Jack McCullough. I am the founder and president of the CFO Leadership Council. And today we're going to talk about the CFO Masterclass, which is coming up on November 11th, 12th, and 13th. I'm here today to talk to Yash from Fyle, and they are one of our strategic partners at the event. So Yash, good morning.
Good morning, Jack.
It's great to see you. Where were you calling in from today?
I'm calling in from Bangalore, India.
Oh, okay, much more interesting than me. I'm in North Andover, Massachusetts. So Yash, I know you're one of the co-founders of Fyle. Let our audience know, what is it that motivated you to start Fyle?
Right. So Fyle is essentially a intelligent expense management platform that we've sort of rebuilt completely from looking at this as a data problem. Fyle was started as a way to address a personal frustration of managing business expenses and losing money. But at the same time, right before we were starting, we spoke to a good number of CFOs and controllers, and we got their perspective of how they viewed this problem, which was it is necessary, but it's always seen as something that it consumes a disproportionate amount of time. We believe that as a process, no one in the company, let alone not just employees, but finance and accounting teams should not be spending precious time on, looking out for receipts, reconciling spend. We want to make sure that this is done in a completely automated manner so that companies can focus on things that are forward-looking, strategic, and builds better digital competence within the organization. So Fyle was essentially started to ensure that uh, not a second of time is spent on managing business spend within a company.
That's great. I was a CFO in a prior life, and I would have killed for a solution like that. So anyway, so CFOs today, they're facing, and their teams are facing, clearly the greatest challenges of their careers. So what are you seeing with CFO challenges, and how are you helping them out?
Right. No, you're right about that. I think the role of the CFO is rapidly evolving, and it's transitioning from not just looking at what happened in the past, but also more strategic and forward-looking, and more so in these times where you have to deal with sort of three different timelines as a CFO office, which is what happened in the past in terms of it maintaining accounting standards, what is happening currently in terms of making sure the right processes and systems are in place, and future, which is what kind of business transformation technology that can be adopted that could bring in a great amount of productivity and efficiency within the organization. So a key challenge in creating a balance with all of these three is having enough time and resources to do it. So I do believe that one of the challenges CFOs and the CFO office faces is overwork, which is trying to add balance to all of these three aspects. And we believe that by automation and by removing manual tasks, we can return time back to the CFO office so that they can allocate that time in a manner that can do complete, they can focus completely on strategic aspects of their role, right? So that's one area where, Fyle comes into play, where we return time back to the entire organization by eliminating manual work at every step of the spend management process.
Yeah, I talk to CFOs all day, and that's critical to them. So, and finally, I'd love to know what you're talking about at the Masterclass.
Right, so I'm very excited to be part of the CFO Masterclass, especially the panel discussion that I'm going to be moderating, which is a session on navigating successful business transformation. And I think it's very relevant to this time right now. Uh, Everyone's sort of forced to adopt digital transformation overnight, because of COVID, and I think it's a great topic, and I'm very excited to hear about perspectives from different CFOs who are going to be part of that panel. In addition to it, we're also running a couple of workshops, one on real-time compliance and fraud detection, and the other one on automating credit card reconciliation process for companies. So very excited to be part of the CFOLC Masterclass, and looking forward for a great conference.
Yeah, that's great. I'm looking forward to the whole thing, but I really am excited about the solutions workshops too, because those can be hands-on, and the panels are great, but our audience is going to be able to get to chat with you directly and find out what's working with your clients. So anyway, again, November 11th, 12th, and 13th, Yash from Fyle will be one of our partners for this. And Yash, thanks for being here this morning. We're looking forward to seeing you on the 11th.
Thank you, Jack. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. Okay. How is that? You want to do a third?
I think I'm pretty happy with the second
that
one.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So what we'll do is we'll send you this file too, and so if you want to use it for your own purposes or not, I have no illusions that it's not like you're being interviewed by some big TV star. But if there's some value in there, from this, you can use it for any reason that you want to, as far as I'm concerned. So, and we'll just send you.
Absolutely.
You can edit it. Hopefully the glare on my glasses is removable after the fact. So
actually, once you don't pay attention to it, it's not there at all. But it's like one of those things where you say, don't think about an elephant, and the only thing that you think about is the elephant. It's one of those things where until it was not sort of pointed out, it was not really there. And the moment it was pointed out, all you could see was the glare. So
yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I didn't notice it. And candidly, that's what Kristen does. She's got a good eye for these things. But yeah, once she pointed it out, it was like, stop obsessing on it. No one else is going to see it. Okay, great. Well, again, thanks for doing this. And we will catch you on the 11th, if not before.
Absolutely. Thanks, Jack.
Take care. Bye now.
Bye.
Okay, I'm just going to see if there's something I can do to make this a little less cramped. Nope, that didn't work. Hmm. Yeah. No, I guess I'm going to have to live with this, but man, my head is gigantic. And I'm like really close to the wall. I'm touching it now. That's how close I am. So anyway, hopefully this, we did 2 takes. Hopefully this worked out pretty well for them. He liked the second take better and I didn't stumble as much. Okay, thanks.